Good day to you. This is Calico BonEsterphon. Welcome you to yet another brilliant edition of SteamTeam quizzes. SteamTeam has given me the privilege of introducing this one as a reward for eating all of my vegetables. This is getting out of hand. Are you trying to make me look stupid? I'm still reading them. What? But anyway, this time we are covering episodes 6 to 10 of Season 2. And as always, I'm going to be asked 5 questions about each episode, which makes 25 in total. And if you want to play along at home, we have put the links of the exact same episodes I have watched in the description. But if you want to make it harder for yourself, don't watch them and answer them anyway, and see how many you can recall from memory. And please bear in mind that I am not really a Thomas fan yet at the moment anyway. So these questions will probably be a little bit too easier for you older fans. Remember, these questions are for the restored UK versions of the episodes.
Before we start, I need to clarify that you, Calico BonEsterphon, have not seen the questions I am about to ask, and that they have been held by me in a sealed envelope.
I have not seen the questions or answers, and they have been held by you in a sealed envelope.
They have indeed, and with all that out of the way, let's crack on. Thomas and Trevor is our first episode, or a new friend for Thomas if you're American. Question 1. What sort of engine is Trevor? A. Tractor, B. Traction, C. Sentinel, or D. Power?
He's a traction engine.
He is a proper traction engine.
Who likes kids?
Question 2. Out of the following, where does Trevor not mention he could work? A. Scrapyards, B. Churchyards, C. Harbours, or D. Farms?
He doesn't mention farms.
He does mention farms.
Oh.
It's churchyards.
Oh.
Even though he lives in a vicarage.
This has been a complete miscalculation.
That's not a good start, but can he redeem himself? Question 3. What sort of slabs are said to be everywhere at the harbour? A. Stone, B. Granite, C. Concrete, or D. Slate?
They are stone slabs.
They are stone slabs, correct. Question 4. What colour is the station building at the harbour? A. Orange, B. Red, C. Blue, or D. Yellow?
D. Yellow.
That's correct. Question 5. Who says the line, "He reminds me of Thomas"? A. Jem Cole, B. Annie, C. Clarabelle, or D. Edward?
I think that one is Clarabelle.
It is, and I was hoping to throw you off there because I did it in a kind of Edward sort of voice, if you noticed. Obviously didn't work. You was obviously paying very close attention. Episode 2, Percy and the Signal. What is it said Percy showed to Gordon? A. His coal bunker, B. Dirty coal trucks, C. A pile of coal, or D. Trucks of scrap?
And that would be dirty coal trucks.
It was dirty coal trucks. Question 2. Which engine cannot be seen doing James's work as well as their own? A. Thomas, B. Henry, C. Gordon, or D. Edward?
Cannot be seen.
Yeah.
What are the options?
The options were A. Thomas, B. Henry, C. Gordon, or D. Edward.
That'd be Thomas.
It was Thomas. Question 3. Where is the signals that Gordon and James were talking about said to be situated? A. The big station, B. the goods yard, C. the junction, or D. the harbour?
The junction, or a junction.
Yes, that's correct. Question 4. What engine does Percy pass at Rolf's castle? A. Toby, B. Henry, C. Edward, or D. Thomas?
D. Thomas.
It was D. Thomas. Question 5. That night, what do the big engines talk about? A. Being grand, B. Percy, C. Signals, or D. Dirty coal trucks?
They talk about signals.
Correct. Duck takes charge now, which is good to know, because the Fat Controller was really making a complete cock-up of it. Question 1.
Been in a couple of episodes.
No, he hasn't. Question 1. Which of the following is not a word James uses to describe what the yard would be like if Percy did more work? A. Nicer, B. Sweeter, C. Happier, or D. Better?
He doesn't use nicer.
He doesn't, which is surprising. I actually thought he did when I wrote that question. I had to go back and double check a couple of times. Question 2. The events of which previous episode is referenced in this episode? A. Percy runs away, B. Cows, C. Percy and the signal, or D. Thomas Percy and the coal?
This is Percy and the signal.
It is. It's while he's in Knapford Yards, I believe. Question 3. What does the Fat Controller say he is building? A new engine shed, B. a new quarry, C. a new branch line, or D. a new harbour?
That would be a new harbour.
It is a new harbour, yes. Question 4. What is Duck's real name? A. Theodore, B. Wilberforce, C. Oswald, or D. Montague?
They're all great names, but it is Montague.
It is, but they call him Duck because he waddles, but he doesn't really.
But he prefers that to Montague.
He does. So Duck it shall be. Question 5. What was the Fat Controller going to have for tea? A. Spaghetti, B. Toast, C. Cottage pie, or D. Salad?
That was hot buttered toast.
Yes, well, it wasn't going to be a salad, was it? That's correct, by the way. Episode 4. Percy and Harold. What colour is the windsock at the airfield? A. Blue, B. Green, C. Red, or D. Yellow?
It is red.
It is. I don't think I've ever seen a differently coloured windsock, have you?
They're always either red or orangey red, don't they?
Yeah. Question 2. What word does Harold use to describe railways? A. Slow, B. Unreliable, C. Useless, or D. Wizard?
Slow.
It is slow. I don't think they are slow, though, really, are they? I think that's just Harold's opinion.
No, they're just expensive.
Expensive. All that coal. Question 3. Complete Percy's quote. That's Harold. That's stuck up. What? A. Flopper chopper, B. Whirlybird, C. Cheeky chopper, or D. Windbox?
He calls him a whirlybird thing.
He does call him a whirlybird thing. You completed the quote there quite perfectly. And it's not a windbox, because you're our windbox. Question 4. What is it said Percy had never been allowed to do before? A. Whistle loudly, B. Talk to helicopters, C. Run fast, or D. Bump the trucks?
That would be run fast.
It was. Obviously, his drivers never told him the danger of talking to helicopters.
Never talk to helicopters.
Never talk to helicopters. Quite right.
Not supposed to talk to helicopters.
Stuck up. Percy said it himself.
Yeah.
Question 5. Who sings a song for Percy? A. The driver, B. The guard, C. Harold, or D. The fireman?
That would be the fireman again.
It was. The firemen on Soda were very musically talented, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They are. They should release their own album, shouldn't they? You know, for like Children in Need or something.
I think it would be very, very brilliant.
Well, I'd buy it. I would.
Absolutely.
Yep. Episode 5, The Runaway, the final episode. Well, for today, anyway. Question 1. Who takes Thomas to the works? A. Edward, B. Henry, C. Duck, or D. Percy?
That would be Duck.
You just going to stick with Duck?
Yep.
That's wrong.
Oh.
It's Edward. Duck takes over Annie and Clarabelle.
What a miscalculation.
A very pricey one too. Question 2. What on Thomas was stiff? A. His water injector, B. His water tank cap, C. His handbrake, or D. His firebox door?
It's his handbrake.
I didn't know engines had handbrakes, to be honest.
Well, they're brakes operated by hand.
Yeah. I suppose when you apply some common sense to these situations. Yes, that's correct. Question 3. What is Thomas said to find overrunning the platform? A. Very unreliable, B. A nuisance, C. Extremely inconvenient, or D. Most embarrassing?
All of the above. But no, he actually says it's embarrassing.
He does. I can imagine it being quite embarrassing. Question 4. The brief scene in the signal box was previously used in which episode? A. Old Iron, B. Thomas Percy and the Coal, C. Cows, or D. Save from Scrap?
Old Iron.
It was Old Iron. Question 5. Who applies Thomas's brakes effectively, ending the runaway? A. The shunter, B. The station master, C. The inspector, or D. A brave passenger?
No, it wasn't a brave passenger. It was a bloody brave inspector.
It was a very brave inspector. Quite. Yeah, very, very brave, the inspector. He saved Edward the other day, you know.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row.
2 in a row. He's not paid for that, you know. Just does it out of the kindness of his heart.
Perk of the job. Well, not really, but...
Guess what you've scored today?
Is it 23?
It is. It usually is, isn't it? Yeah. Before we go, it's time for me to pass over to Calico with the Marmite report. Calico?
Thank you. It was quite a very grim outlook for Marmite, I'm afraid. It seems like I am the only person in the world that likes it. But we did ask you your thoughts on Marmite, and I'll just take a minute to read some of them. And East Coast 225 clearly states that it does not like Marmite. In fact, hates Marmite. And the Sodor fan 2K10 says, I hate Marmite. It's disgusting in my opinion.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but whether or not you think it's correct is a different matter.
Dalek 44 also says, I don't like Marmite. Both Thomas Fan and Koki don't know Marmite as it's not sold in America. But we've done a little bit of research.
And it was a little bit.
And it seems that it may be sold in America and Australia as Vegemite. I emphasise the word may because some sources say it's sold in the US, while some say it's just sold in Australia and New Zealand as Vegemite. It's a curious affair. SteamTeam?
Thank you, Calico. We know we usually end on some sort of, very high joke, but quite frankly, I can't think of one. So, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye from me, and...
Bye from me, and to sing us out is the fireman.
Said Harold helicopter to our Percy, you are slow. Your railway is out of date and not much use, you know. But Percy with his stone trucks did the trip in record time, and we beat the helicopter on our old branch line.
Encore.
Dear. Anyway, bye-bye from me.
Bye-bye. Hey, so what are you doing?